Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about using AI in your reselling business. One of the reasons I'm bringing this up is because there's lots of things happening with AI right now. I'm hearing a lot of backlash, a lot of negative about it, but I really want to make sure you realize that when something new comes about, the negative and the naysayers are much, much louder than people that love the idea. So we are going to talk about the negatives, but we're also going to try to talk about the positives. On this channel, I do try to present things in a way that helps you make up your mind whether or not you want to use it or not. My opinions are just my opinions, and my business is different than your business. So always remember that on this channel, that is what I strive to do. So with AI, I know eBay has AI in their descriptions. Poshmark is bringing it out as well. I do not have it on Poshmark yet. And I know Sidekick has their AI models. I do have that. I've only tried it once, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So with AI descriptions, what happens is you put in all these keywords and AI has this nice little paragraph set up for you that you can use in your descriptions. So a couple of things about that. Those descriptions are only as good as the keywords you put in. So you have to be very descriptive with what you're saying in order to get the best possible result. So you're putting the work into that anyway, which is AI is only as smart as you make it. Remember that when you're using it. So what the idea is with this paragraph of words, that it is going to make your item that much more searchable because there's a lot more words that a search can grab onto. These descriptions are probably best for Google searches, which may help your item appear on Google search, which would lead them to the platform, to your item, and hopefully to a sale. So that's a really good positive thing about AI descriptions, because honestly, I'm not going to sit here and go on and on and on about an item. I am just going to put in the keywords that I can think of that a buyer would use. So in some ways, AI can be very good for getting traffic to your item. 100%. I'll be a positive person about that. With the descriptions, though, what we're finding, what I've been hearing, is that the AI descriptions are all coming out using the same words, like add a sophisticated flair to your outfit, add a touch of elegance, elevate your style. They're talking about add to your collection and all this kind of things. So the words are the same. So my question is, if all the descriptions end up being very, very similar or using the similar words, when they search for your item when they search on Google, whose item is coming out on top? If everybody's using the same type of words, it kind of levels the playing field. So you want to stand out. So you might want to add a few things of your own as well, just so that you can stand out from the everyday same blurb that AI seems to be spitting out at the moment. So I do understand that the more words and keywords that you have in your description, the better your searchability is. And I agree with that 100%. If you, as an experienced seller, can come up with some sort of keyword template that would be sort of good for a lot of different things, as long as keywords pertain to the item, and you have a template and you can just add those words into the bottom of your description, it's doing the same thing. So you don't have to spend money on AI. You don't have to spend the time putting in all these keywords for AI to actually give you something. You sort of do your keyword sentences, maybe one or two, and you add all the bunch of keywords at the bottom. Keyword stuffing can be a positive thing as long as those keywords pertain to the item you're listing. So for instance, I'm not going to list an American Eagle mini skirt and add in anthropology and Aritzia and all that. But I might say, okay, it's an American Eagle denim mini skirt. So we have denim, we have jeans, we have mini, we have 60s, because 60s is very much mini, but 60s style would be good. Retro style, casual. I don't know, Western, all these kinds of things that you could just add into a template. And it could go towards all your Western themed sort of denim items, or it could go to bohemian stuff or whatever. So if you put the work in before, it might just be easier for you. But if you don't have time for that, if you just don't want to, then absolutely AI descriptions can help you out with that, 100%. So what you have to do and what you have to worry about when you use AI descriptions is you definitely need to proofread, because there's still a lot of mistakes. There's still things that the AI will go over and above and describe something that doesn't really pertain to your item. So you do need to proofread before you actually list. I have noticed listings that have not proofread. This can open up a lot of things. First of all, you could really tick off customers because they search for something and your item has nothing to do with that. You could also, have problems with cases or returns because your description said one thing and the item is another. So definitely proofreading is 100% needed to be done if you're using AI. You also don't want to be blindly relying on it. So this kind of ties in with what I just said. Don't blindly think that AI is perfect and it doesn't make mistakes, because it does. Okay, remember that. So let's talk now about Sidekick models, which is a really cool feature. I love the idea of it. It is new or newer, and I am hearing, I've only used it once. I've only tried it once. It didn't really work, but I didn't really play with it. So that's my fault, okay? So I'm hearing or I'm seeing that people are using a flat layer, using a mannequin, whiting out the background, putting it through the tool, and the items just are a little bit off. They're not a perfect representation, which makes sense. It's still a newer tool. But some people are saying, well, if I use an AI model, should I be putting a disclaimer in my listing? Hey, this is an AI model. Check out the other photos. It was just used to show you how it might look on a person. So you have that sort of element to it. I'm noticing that colors are a little off and things like that. But again, it's a newer tool and it's only as good as the stuff you put into it. So I'm not using it at the moment. I absolutely see a place for it. If you do not have a mannequin, mannequins really do a good job of replacing a modeled picture. If you don't want to use actual stock photos and get in trouble from the brand, it's a really good alternative to at least try and get it perfected. Absolutely 100%. If you're only using flat lays, I think using a modeled or a mannequin or a stock photo is a really good feature to do in your listings. People do want to see how the item sort of flows and fits on a body. So I can see why people want to use it, 100%. I personally have a mannequin. If I'm spending the time to take photos on the mannequin and on the flat lay and this and that, do I want to go the extra step? Is it worth it? I'm honestly not sure. I'm on the fence about that one right now. But again, if I'm spending the time already doing all these things to perfect my listing, why am I going to spend more time with something? I don't know. I don't know yet how I feel about it. Like I said, it is early. I haven't really played with it, so I don't want to say anything positive or negative about it. I'm quite neutral about it right now. And again, we only hear the bad. We don't hear people. I've heard a couple of people say, wow, I love it. It's fantastic. But I've also heard more saying, it looks a little off. It doesn't look right. What should I do? So I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. I love the idea. Especially if you have little space and you don't want to have a mannequin around, I think it's a really great alternative to try 100%. So again, on the fence about it. For me, I don't use the AI tools. I don't use the descriptions. I don't have it on Poshmark yet. But you know what? For me to sit down and write a 2 or 3 line description is done. You know what? It's done like that. I could do some templates and do some more keyword stuffing if I feel I need to. But when I see a listing that is definitely AI generated, it turns me off. It really does. To me, it sounds like the seller isn't putting the effort in, and it sounds like the seller is just sort of glossing over things, in a sense, it's not real. I mean, and that's me, and it could be my age. I could just be like that. And maybe this is the new generation coming up saying, yeah, I like that. It is something I can relate to, and I just really go towards that instead. So I'm going to do a few experiments when I do get it on Poshmark, get my AI descriptions. I will try a few and see what happens and see if it helps at all. Also with Sidekick, I will try a few more models before I actually make up my mind, because that's what it's about. I think it's about trying new things, and it's about trying things that come up and not just naysaying them right away. I think for sure trying something new and seeing if it fits into you and your lifestyle and the way you want to run your business, I think that's key. On this channel, I do like to say, try something new, figure it out for yourself, know what you want out of the business. That's really important. And you know what? It's just the way it is. I am a seller that only wants to do so much. I don't want to be working 60, 70 hours a week. I don't want employees. And at this moment in time, I don't want my stock off-site. I want everything where it is, contained, and I want to go from there. That's just the way that I am. It's what I want out of my business. If somebody else wants to have a warehouse or employees or wants to use AI or wants to do whatever, go for it. 100% go for it. I am not the be-all and end-all of reselling. I am just one person that is doing this business in a different way than maybe you are, and that's okay. So with AI, I would suggest absolutely trying it if you have the opportunity. See what it's about, see what you think about it, and see if it can work into your business or if you just want to leave it behind. It's up to you. Anyway, that is it for today. It is Wednesday. I'm a day late. Usually I do Tuesdays and Fridays, but the week got away from me because we got the kitten fixed, and that was so much fun. Oh my God, he's such a brat. But anyway, I will be back probably Friday. I'm not sure yet what we're going to talk about because I am not thrifting this week. I'm being really, really good, and I'm getting my stuff listed and photographed. I'm really happy with my progress this week. It's really good. So I'm going from there. But that's about it. I hope everybody has a fantastic week, and I'll probably be back on Friday with something. Let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about, okay? I'll see you then. Bye.